with route, or you want to ask your own?
I really want to ask my own because I have been waiting for a while,
Okay, please, route,
Okay.
exercise patience, just
Yeah.
few minutes. Route,
But
go ahead.
but wait, connect. In order to make it easy, so you're not gonna be dragging it. Can we make it like? Can I drop 5 or 10 minutes on him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do this real quick then.
Okay, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Okay, I am a Christian, and I really like the way you are holding your program here. You know, it's very nice to listen to you. Very calm, and then you allow people to speak. I really enjoy it. That is why I've been waiting for so long. But I have this question. Okay, I just want clarification or your understanding. In this Quran verse, Quran chapter 4, verse 78, if it's possible.
Can you quote it?
Yes, Quran chapter 4, verse 78, it says here, wherever you may be, death will overcome you, even if you were in fortified towers. When something good befalls them, they say, this is from Allah. But when something evil befalls them, they say, this is from you. Say, O Prophet, both have been destined by Allah. So, what is the matter with these people? They can hardly comprehend anything. Okay, so this verse, can you explain this to me? What Allah means?
Okay. So I will tell you in a concise word. There is something you call laws of nature
Mhm.
that is put in place by Allah. Laws of nature. So anything that come in contact with the laws of nature reacts to it in different ways. One of the law of nature is laws of gravity. If I throw something up, you know that it will come down because that is the way Allah designed it. So Allah sees the soul of man. He knows the state the soul of man's are. And every situation, the way man journey through his life, the way man reacted to it, the action is created by Allah. Everything is created by Allah. So when we talk about the will of Allah, things will not happen except He will it. It will not happen. So even when somebody say, I'm going to give you, let me give you an, okay, don't let me go there now. Even if somebody say, let's say somebody wants to, I want to buy a car, and I try as much as possible to make sure I get resources to buy it, but I couldn't buy it. The question is that why is it that I couldn't buy it? Did Allah will that I will not be able to buy it? The answer is yes. Because if He will that I should have it, I will have it. That is what we believe in. So there is nothing that will happen that He does not will. However, you need to be careful. Do we choose to do good or bad, or does Allah choose good and bad for us to do? No, man chooses evil or good for himself. But when it happened, it is Allah that will it like that. Because if He did not will it, it will not happen. So Allah says clearly He has given us the free will. He said, by the soul and the enlightenment given to man as to what is right and as to what is wrong. He has already shown us. He succeed in that purify it, He failed in that corrupt it. And He said in another place, He has shown man the two ways. Whether it's grateful or ungrateful, it's left to him. And lastly, Quran chapter 2, let me quickly read this one so that I will now make you to comment. In Quran chapter 2, verse 26 and verse 26, it said, verily, Allah is not ashamed to set forth a parable. Okay, let me just read where I want to. He said, by it He mislead many, and many He guides thereby, and He mislead nobody except those who have gone astray. So when evil comes to man, it is man that chooses it, but Allah will it. I don't know if you understand the way I am using that will.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I want you to understand the way I am using that will. If man chooses to do evil, Allah will it and he will do it. If Allah did not will it, man will not be able to do it. So it doesn't mean that it is Allah that choose for that man to do evil. He is the one who do evil, who wants to do evil, and Allah accept for him. He will go ahead.
Uh, but can somebody will or do something without the will of Allah?
Allah has given us the free will. So once you choose, then he will it.
So is that a yes?
Yes, that's what I mean.
So we can do something without the will of Allah.
I am telling you, you can't do anything beside his will. You cannot do anything beside his will. Everything man does is his will.
Okay, so when somebody is doing something evil, that is the will of Allah.
Or he will it, not that Allah wants him to do it. He will it, because if he did not will it, the man will not be able to do that evil.
This is confusing. Okay,
No,
so that so this
hold on. Let us say somebody wants to unalive somebody, and the person succeeded. He succeeded only because Allah will it. If Allah did not will that that person is alive should be unalive, he will not succeed.
mm-hmm.
Do you understand me?
Okay. So
That's
that
what I'm
means
saying. But it is not Allah that made him to go and do it. But Allah will it. That is why he succeeded.
okay, so the person going to do it on his own will, that has nothing to do with Allah. In this matter,
No.
Allah has no that is not the will of Allah.
It's your choice. The person going to do it is his choice.
Okay, so you are
But
saying
Allah will it. If whatever part he choose, he will it. If he does not will it, he cannot.
so you are saying there is a way that in a sense there is something that human beings we do that Allah has no will in it.
What I'm saying is this. Whatever woman being do, any human being, whatever will do, Allah wills it. Because if he did not will it, we will not be able to do it. But this what I'm telling you to understand is that it did not command you to do it. Out of your own desire, you want to do it. If you now go ahead and do it, and you are successful, it is Allah that wills it. If it does not will it, you won't be able to succeed. You
Yeah,
won't be
that
able to
one,
do it.
that part I understand. Oh, I understand. So out
So
of
what I now want you to understand is that try and understand that. In fact, I will look for a verse of the Quran where Allah says, when evil touches man, blame not one but yourself.
that is the next verse.
Oh, is there? Thank you very much. What is that verse? The verse you quoted.
4:17.
My brother, thank you very much. So that's why Allah said, whatever good happened to thee is from Allah, but whatever evil is from thee. So, and we send the messenger to give instruction, and enough is Allah. He who obeys the messenger and obey Allah. But if they turn away, we have not sent thee to be a watcher over them. You said that's the next verse? I can't see it.
The next verse, Quran chapter 4, verse 79.
Thank you. Why are you asking me this question then? That is it. Whatever good, oh man, happens today is from Allah. But whatever evil happened today is from your own soul. So it is you that determine it. But Allah will it for you.
But you see, the difficulty for me in these two verses, 78 and 79, when it comes to the 78, these people were saying that the good things happens to them, they say it is from Allah. When the bad things happen to them, they say it. When the good things
So
happen to them,
I know where you are going. This is how you are now going to differentiate the two. The action itself is created by Allah. The event is by man. Though Allah will it, but the action is created by man. I don't know if you understand that statement.
make it an example.
Every action is created by man. For example, if somebody says, he fell ill or somebody passed away as a result of something, that action is created by Allah. But what led to the action is the choice of man. So the man now see those things as evil. That's why Allah said good and evil. That is, if for example, if you build a house today, the action is credited by Allah. However, if you lose your house today, the action is credited by Allah, but what led to it is entirely your choice.
Can I say something, Connect?
Okay.
And I think the Quran verse he's talking about was actually, even when the Muslims were actually talking, it was in the time of the battle, that they are the ones that even when they fight in the battle and they succeeded, they say it's from God. And even at the end of the day, if they lose the battle, they actually still believe that it is actually from God. So they're saying that whatever that happens is actually from God. They know that God actually approves it. If not, it would not. It will not happen. For like today now, you are here to actually come discuss with Connect with Sam on this channel. It is the will of God. If God doesn't will it, maybe you'll be busy. You'll be doing something else. So whatever that happened, the person that is doing the action, we are the one because we have the free will. But God grant us the will. That is what we is trying to talk about, or what he's trying to say.
Okay. Okay, I'm just my best is here. Okay, I think my 10 minutes is up. Okay, but
You,
let me
you can still stay if you want to ask, but let me just go ahead with the route.
no. But I have this one hadith, right? This connects about this way that you are speaking about. Let me read this hadith for you, okay, so that you will see that it gets confused when it comes to these whales things. It says here, this is hadith Sahih Buhari 3332 3332, okay, and it says something like this. So a man may do a deed's characteristics of a people of hell fire, so much that there is only a distance of a cubit between him and it, and then what has been written by angels surpasses, and so he starts doing the deeds characteristics of the people of paradise and enters it. Similarly, a person may do these characteristics of people of paradise, so much so that there is only a distance of a cubit between him and it, and and what has been written by angels surpasses, and he starts doing the deeds of the people of hell and enters it. So you see how, according
Please
to this,
let us power tap. Let us power tap.
okay, so according to this hadith, right, Allah says that the angel wrote something for some people, and what Allah has written, that is destined by Allah or decreed by Allah, nobody can go against Allah. So Allah has written that this person is going to go to hell, but this person is, let's say, a Muslim. He's doing all the righteous things as a Muslim should do, but Allah decreed that he will go to hell. So shortly before he's about to die, he will start doing the things that will bring him to hellfire. So this has nothing, based on the hadith, you don't see that this free will is not actually there, because Allah has already declared that one will go to paradise, one will go to hellfire. And even if you are on your way to paradise, because the decree was for you to go to hell, you will start doing things that will lead you to hell. You don't have any choice. Let me say it like this.
Okay, let me quickly respond to you. Number one, it's only that the topic is actually not about that today, so I will be very snappy. Just take my explanation on this minute level. So the issue is that number one, I told you the other time, Allah has created His nature, and whichever way man interact with nature brought about action that man will display at every point in time. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it is like if I put water somewhere and I roll something that can dissolve and something that cannot dissolve. The moment both of them meet that particular situation, something that maybe a stone or a sugar, the two of them will react separately to that particular state of affair. So the state of affair is the natural ways that Allah has created. Human being as we are, because our soul is ruling us. It is what is in our soul that is making us to act. So when we get to every circumstances, every event of our life, We have different ways of reacting to it. So, however, because Allah has written what is in the natural state, the way He has created things, He understands that this person that is coming this way, if he gets to this place because of what is going to meet, and with because of what he is carrying along, is going to react in another way. That is the reason why all these things, they are metaphysics. He knows about it. You as a Christian, let me please allow me. I just want to ask a question. For example, during the time of Moses, when God gave Moses signs to go and show Pharaoh, you understand those stories. When God gave Moses to go and show Pharaoh some of his signs, did Moses knew that Pharaoh would not believe all those signs?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I don't know, but I would say no. He didn't know, but he just obeyed what God said. If
He
God told him,
knows. Moses knew.
he knows that Pharaoh is not going to believe.
Yes.
So
Tell me how he knows.
Moses, how did he know? He knows the unseen.
Thank you. He doesn't know the unseen, but he has been informed before.
Okay, then.
What God has decreed for Pharaoh has been written, and he has disclosed to Moses. So Moses
Okay.
knew that he would not. Do you understand?
So he didn't know, but God disclosed this to him.
Yes, before he went to start showing the sign, God has already told him that this is what he decreed for him. So Moses knew that all those signs he will not
Okay,
believe it.
so that's the point. The point still remains that Moses didn't know, but God told him.
He knows now, he knows because God informed him.
Exactly. So before God informed him, he didn't know.
No, he did not.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. So God.
So where I'm now going is this. Moses is fortunate that those things are revealed to him because he was a prophet. However, when we are reading the story, it's just like somebody will now say, okay, if God had already decreed that Pharaoh will not accept all those his signs, why is he now blaming Pharaoh? Was it not the one that made Pharaoh not to believe?
Are you asking me literally?
Yes,
or
I'm asking.
Okay. But you see, the difference between what you are saying and what the hadith is saying is, according to the hadith, there is somebody who is doing righteous good deeds, which is supposed to bring him to heaven, to paradise. Okay? Shortly or just in a short distance before he dies, because what was written for him, let's say I am a Christian, and based on your understanding, I am not under the grace of Allah, okay? And you are a Muslim, and then you are under the protection of Allah, you are under the grace. But Allah wrote for you, let's say that you will not enter paradise. And Allah wrote for me that I will enter paradise. So I can be a Christian my whole life, and shortly before I die, then because Allah wrote for me, it's not coming from my own will. Because Allah wrote for me that I will come to paradise, then all of a sudden I start coming to Islam, and then
Okay, let me quickly give you the. I understand what you are saying. Let me quickly give you this something so that we'll conclude this matter. The story is even mentioned in the Quran. The devil, Iblis, he was obedient servant of God. He was in the rank of the angels worshiping God. But God knows what was in his heart. He knew what was in his heart. He knew that in what he has decreed, if what is in his heart, it gets to that point, it's going to change him from obedience to disobedience. And that's the reason why I said all this natural thing, God knew what is there. We only come across all these things at every point in time of our life, and we react differently. So when God now brought man and asked all of them to bow, he refused. Why did he refuse? Because God knew what is in his heart, and God knew that it is decree. He has already written it. With this your situation, if you meet this is going to be the solution. This is what has been written down. I don't know if you understand me. If I'm going to let me use this scenario to clarify something. Let's say you and I, we are sitting down somewhere beside the road, and we saw and that road can only contain one car, one vehicle at a time, and one vehicle is moving at a slow pace, maybe 10 km/h, and you now see this lorry coming at a very high speed behind him at the rate of 100 km/h. The two of us, we are sitting down. We know that in the matter of time, an incident is going to take place. Is it correct?
Yes, possible.
Good. So why will an incident take place? The reason is that there is something that has been there is a situation that has been written, and because of what is in the two cars, this 100 km and this 100 meter, we know that when they get to that point of that situation, this is going to be the result.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best analogy I can use. So Allah has created this nature naturally. We are with our soul. In our soul, we are carrying out so many things. Different from you and I can be talking and be laughing. We have what we are carrying in our mind, and it is separate. We will react to situation differently. So Allah knows, He has the foreknowledge that with what you have in your mind, hey, if you get to this situation, this is going to be the result. This is the import of that I did. A man will be doing good work. It's not as if he's not doing it. However, in front of him, there is something that has been written, because in the nature that is going to meet, with the way that he is coming, it will make him to change his religion. So, for example, somebody who has been in poverty, he doesn't have money, he doesn't have anything, and he is devoted to God. But God decreed one day that he was going to meet one of his old friends who happened to be the governor now. And that thing has been decreed, and he met that governor. What happened to him? Because that date has been decreed, it can change his fortune. You can apply it to other things like that. So what I am saying is that it's not as if God decree that you are going to be going to hell. He said that which is written for that person, because that which is written is his state of mind with the nature that Allah has created is going to be the result. That's why we say Allah created every action. That's the best I can explain.
Okay.
All right. So, Crown. So, like I said, you can still stay up here, and maybe if there's still time after roads, then yeah, we can have the conversation. So,
So, Ralph, good afternoon.
Since I did not get the opportunity to make a summary, this is what I have to say. According to Quran chapter 4, verse 78, it clearly states that both good and evil is destined by Allah. They are both from Allah. The verse immediate after, verse 79, states that the good is from Allah and the evil is from yourself. Okay, so just think about this. Verse 78, both good and evil is from Allah. This is destined by Allah. The verse immediate after says, the good is from Allah and the bad is from yourself. Okay, so this was what I was trying to let him see and give an explanation. But you all saw how this brother was like trying his best to make this make sense to me. Speaking about the will of Allah. Then I gave him this hadith, Sahih Bukhari, okay, which is also saying, or to me, this verse clearly takes away the free will. That he's trying to say that everyone has a free will. Because what the hadith is saying, that someone may be doing good deeds. He has a good characteristics that will lead him to paradise. But Allah has written for him, Allah has decreed for him that he will go to hellfire. So he may be living his whole life doing good deeds that will lead him to paradise. But because Allah decreed for him to go to hellfire, before he dies, that will overtake him. The decree that Allah decree is not his will, it is the decree of Allah. So he will start doing bad things that will lead him to hellfire. And the same thing applies for someone who is doing bad things that will lead him to hellfire. But Allah decreed for him that he will go to paradise. So before he also dies, that decree will overtake him, and then he will start doing good things, and then he will go to paradise. So where is the free will? If that is the decree of Allah, Allah has already made the determination. Nobody knows.